Oh, yeah. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Rocking out. Welcome, everyone. Hold on. Got to hit the post. There we go. Guitar solo. Welcome, everyone, to Why You Do That, where we break down all of life's four choices. I'm your host, Harry Terjanian, joined by my co-host, Mr. Stephen James. Oh, did I say something wrong, Steve?
What?
Already?
The FCC is on us already.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Are they coming after podcasts now?
They're coming after the internet.
Oh, man. Are they? They really are coming after?
No.
I mean,
no.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. I never know anymore. Yeah, thanks. Well, speaking of like FCC, they should focus less on that and more on the, let's get right into it, the air traffic control situations, the airline situations.
So not the FCC,
not
but the
FCC,
FAA.
The FAA. I'm saying the government in general should be more focused on that, because I don't know. Let me ask. It feels like there's just been more incidences lately than there have been. I remember, maybe once a year you'd be good for an airline crash, and it would be somewhere in like Malaysia or something. But now I feel like over here every other weekend there's some type of incident that's going on.
I try to avoid flying as much as humanly possible unless I'm either court mandated to do so, paid to do so, or yes.
I understand the paying to do so, and congratulations. I believe you've been your show has been nominated. You as part of the 10 Emmy nominations so far this morning for the
Big day.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which means you could potentially be flying for the Emmys.
Who knows?
But what court-mandated things do they fly you for?
I can't get into specifics, but sometimes when you're subpoenaed to appear in front of a grand jury, you have to show up.
Oh, my goodness. I don't want to get, we can't get into specifics. I just need to know, have you been subpoenaed ever?
That's a personal question, and I want you to stop looking at my subpoena, okay?
Okay. I have not been subpoenaed, although my mom was in a deposition once.
Okay. A Johnny
and I want to get a what? What?
Boo.
What was this?
A Johnny deposition.
No, that's terrible. This is too early for that. We've got stuff here. We've got good stuff on the show. It's too early to resort to that type of. My mom was a part of a deposition regarding like a slip and fall situation on our property. And to let you know how crazy and stubborn my mom is, apparently the lawyers cut the deposition short and asked my sister-in-law, was that your mother-in-law? She said, yeah. She goes, are you going to be easier to deal with than your mother-in-law? So,
Jesus.
And these are professional lawyers, so I'm still trying to get a copy. I want to see if I can get a copy of that deposition, if it was videotaped. I hope so.
You just show it like it's on First 48?
I just want to know what she said in there to disrupt the Better Call Saul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like flying, again, unless I'm paid for or forced to, because of, the issues that you talk about.
A lot of incidences. Well, there's been another one. There's been another one, Steve.
Jesus Christ.
Another incident that happened where United Airlines flight to Spain pulls a U-turn from Newark, flying from Newark, apparently over Bluetooth device name.
Okay.
So the story is basically the pilot on his way, the flight from Newark to Palma de Mallorca, Spain.
Ooh.
Mallorca.
You got to say it with a little bit of a lisp. Mallorca.
Mallorca. Well, I'm sure there's no Lisbon. Mallorca, Spain,
Yeah.
España.
España.
Pulled a U-turn. By the way, the fact that Newark is an international airport, and it's fine, it goes everywhere, but it is a drastic change to go from Newark to Mallorca. Has there ever been
the wonderful beaches of Newark? Come on.
I mean, Jesus. When you fly over that prison and that Anheuser-Busch factory, though, it is a beautiful sight.
What a vista.
Although the sadder flight is probably on the way back from Mallorca to Newark. That's got to be depressing. There's no way.
But also just making a U-turn, knowing you're on your way there, and then I just wonder, they flip the blinker. It's like,
yeah, do you cut a U-turn midair? So why did they? The question is, why did they have to cut a U-turn? Now, it was supposed to be an 8-hour flight. It should have landed in Spain after nearly an 8-hour flight. Instead, returned to Newark after 4 hours and 24 minutes in the air.
So 4 hours there,
Yeah.
And then 4 hours back. So the actual 8 hours that it would have taken.
They did
to
8
get
hours. My question is this: why didn't they just land in Spain? I mean, it seemed like they were halfway there. The only thing I can, Steve, the only thing I can figure out is that Spain. They're like, you know what? If something happens, well, we need to address why though. Hold on, the Bluetooth was a problem, right? And so they said there was a Bluetooth name that was a problem, and apparently. I was like, this seems kind of ridiculous. The Bluetooth name is it's a 4-letter word. Can you guess this 4-letter word, Steve? It's
Is it?
Well, which one? Oh, see, I can't hear you when you do it. Okay, is it the F one? Or do you think it's the F one?
What?
Yeah, it's not that one.
Is it?
No, it's not that one. There's I don't think a female pilot on board that you could call that. I don't know.
They have female pilots now?
They do now. Yeah, they do, but they don't fly to Mallorca. That's Newark to Trenton. They give them those. They don't give them the beautiful routes. We wouldn't trust. No.
Okay.
No, that airline is out of business.
That would be Spirit Airline. Which
Spirit
should
Airline.
be a 4-letter word.
Yeah. Awful Spirit Airline. Yeah. No, the 4-letter word, Steve, is bomb. Somebody named their Bluetooth speaker bomb. So I kind of understand that. I do understand.
I would turn the plane around.
But the question is, why turn it around? Because it's the same distance. Why not just land in Spain? And the only thing I can think of, they're like, if this blows up, we're not going to ruin Mallorca.
Yeah, we don't want your garbage strewn about our beautiful beaches. Send them back.
Either that or Mallorca was like, no, you cannot land here. No, please. You must return to Newark because...
It's just one guy.
No. He had to put down his paella. And he put down his paella. Those are heavy because, they got clams in it. And he was just waving his thing. People woke up from their siestas. You can no.
And
so
you
they
can say that, obviously, because again, they can't see it in the frame. But
yeah, there we go. Oh, is it not in frame? Oh, man, let me zoom out 1 second. I just want to point out. There we go. I am not white. I am Latino.
Not even no. Not even I am not white. What does it actually say there?
Oh, no, it is not. I am no white. Yeah, no, it's cut off. It does say I am not white. But
it's even fun. I am no white.
It is better. I am no white. I'm going to change it to I am no white. That's even better, Steven. You're right. That's even better. I am Latino, so I can make it, but even other Latinos make fun of Spain and their lisp, their unnecessary lisp. España. So they had to turn the whole plane around instead of landing in Mallorca, which imagine that disappointment. Imagine you fall asleep on the plane. You know, you're one of those people, you sleep early and the plane lands. And you're like, okay, we're in Mallorca. And you're back in Newark. That's like the worst Twilight Zone episode ever.
Are you a plane sleeper? I can't do it.
I can sleep on the plane, but only on the window. I figured out my spot. It's only on the window so I can lean on something.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I can sleep. I can't sleep in the aisle. The middle seat, forget it. That's just it. You might as well execute me if you put me in a middle seat. Are you a window or aisle before we?
I prefer the aisle so I can put my legs in the aisle until people need to cross because I got, again, I have flown legs. Spirit Airlines and I've never known the taste of my own knees until I flew Spirit Airlines. I'll never do it again. I just want to know.
You won't be able to do it again. They're out of business. But
well, yes. And hopefully our 10-time Emmy Award-winning show contributed to that, or 10 times nominated this year, contributed to that because we would smash them constantly.
Well, and rightfully so.
My question, though, is who's the person who discovered it, and what was the person next to him doing?
Well, a Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth is, anyone can see the Bluetooth. You can see the Bluetooth on your phone. So I would assume someone in the flight crew discovered it.
But out of 100 passengers, say, if one passenger discovered it and said something, what did the 98 other people just be like, well, not my problem. Not my problem. I'm not going to raise any concerns.
Yeah, you're right. It's just sort of also why name your Bluetooth that? But I don't know who discovered it. Probably a flight attendant, and then the word gets out, and then you got to call the tower. Then you got to call Newark. You got to call the tower in Spain, and they got to go. No, this is a New Jersey problem, because it's over international water. So send it back. But here's my question, Steve. More than that,
Okay.
more than why you do that, why you turn it around. Why is it always Newark?
You're not wrong.
Especially in like the last 10 years, I feel like there was another incident last month where New York, United Flight 169 incoming from Venice, Italy, by the way, flew exceptionally low over the New Jersey Turnpike during a final approach, striking a light pole that fell onto a tractor trailer.
That would qualify as exceptionally low.
I mean, but why? How does that happen? This is not the first time they fly out of Newark. And again, coming from a beautiful place like Italy, it's bad enough that you got to fly from Venice. You're flying into Newark and then just crashing into stuff.
Newark Airport is the Port Authority bus terminal of airports.
Or
I've been
international
in tons
airports.
of airports.
Yeah.
And
Also,
that
the
is by
angriest
far the
people.
worst.
Also, the angriest people who work the airport. Listen, I can't comment on other races, but as a Latino person who is no white, I am no white.
That's what I've heard.
Here's a solution. Maybe we don't hire the fattest, angriest Latina woman to work the front portion of the airport security. Maybe we get her a back of the house type of thing. We don't make her the greeter of the airport.
Look,
that's all I'm going to say.
I, for one, think that you should. And here's why. Because they have a discerning eye. They have a discerning eye of they hate everyone. Everyone gets judged on the way in.
Okay, so you're saying a Latina woman is judging everyone, not just the shoes and the hairstyles.
Every single
But you're
person.
like so you want somebody like that looking out.
Of course. Yeah.
Well,
I don't want somebody who's just going to be nice and, oh, yeah, it's fine, sweetie. Just go. Just go.
Come on through.
I know your shoes are on fire and smoking, but yeah, get on the plane. You look like a nice Unabomber.
They're so angry and rude over there. It feels like you're getting off a bus on Scared Straight. Do you remember Scared Straight? Where they'd send the teenagers to a prison to scare them straight into a straight life?
So my 10th birthday was a Scared Straight program from my school.
What?
Yes. We went to Rikers Island. They got us all in a bus. It happened to be they didn't do it because it was my birthday, which would be really fucked up.
It just occurred on your birthday.
It just occurred on my birthday.
This was a school-sponsored field trip. This was the school field trip.
Yes. My 5th grade, my 10th birthday, we went Scared Straight. They sent us to Rikers Island. They had us take off our shoes. They put us in a cell with inmates. I learned how to put razor blades in the side of my cheek. They taught us that.
Okay.
They walked us down like the psych ward where you have to walk directly on the line, orange padded fucking cells everywhere. That's the real why you do that, because I lost my house keys there. My mom beat my ass when I got home. So that was an incredible birthday for me.
This is awful. This is terrible.
Still better than being married.
This is like the white version of Precious or whatever. What a terrible day and upbringing. First of all, why the school? Now, did you go to like did you get kicked out of regular school and you had to go to like a? No, this was a regular public school.
Regular PS 95. Shout out Miss Cassini. I'd still take a run at her.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Shout out. All right. I didn't have one teacher I'd take a run at, but that was me.
Oh, I've had a couple.
We had some substitute teachers, but they didn't anyway. But all right, let's not get off the beat. This is a fucking school field trip to Rikers, and then not just like to examine Rikers. They had you just get yelled at, like screamed at by the prisoners.
They put us in cells with prisoners, and they taught us about prison lifestyle. They taught us how to hide razor blades in the side of our mouth. They took our shoes and our belts.
Okay. The prisoners did, or the security?
The prisoners.
Okay.
No, the prisoners. Security stood outside and let them do their thing.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It was horrific. I gotta say, never been found guilty.
Now, Mike, that's true. Found guilty is a very interesting choice of words there, Steve.
Being guilty is different.
My quick question: when do you eat lunch during this field trip? Because that was always the thing with the field trip was you'd have to pack a lunch, and then like when we went to the Liberty Science Center, halfway through there'd be lunch. When you go to the Scared Straight program, when do you eat lunch, or do you eat prison lunch?
They give you prison lunch. You go through the fucking thing, nut to butt, as it's known, and you go through the line, and they give you the slop. It prepared me for basic training. It really did.
Okay, similar.
Because there's this thing called shark attack when you get off the bus, to the point that you were making. When you get off the bus at basic training, the drill sergeants are there, and they're all screaming at you. They come on the bus, get off the fucking bus, get up, screaming. You got to dump all your shit out that you just got, and then, you know, dress it all, while they're screaming in your face the entire time.
But why?
So get prepared.
Why does shock and awe yell immediately? Scream at you like you're going there to be trained? You're like, I'm here. I signed up. Why are you yelling at me?
I certainly paid attention a lot more. Had they done that in algebra, I would be able to solve for X.
Okay. Well, we're getting off topic, but I do want to ask you why. I've never asked you this as long as we've been friends. Why did you go into the military?
You want the funny answer or the real answer?
Well, give us the funny answer first, and then we'll
The funny answer is I couldn't afford to travel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Couldn't afford to travel. The real answer is I didn't want to be a townie. All my friends and all my family never really left Brooklyn. They never had any experiences outside of it. It was like a trip to fucking Wildwood, or like, ooh, we go to Staten Island, or we went to Long Island. Like, none of my friends and family really went anywhere else. I needed to get the fuck out of town.
So you wanted something more exotic, but do you understand that joining the military, do you see how your field trip to Rikers Island really led you to believe that going to Iraq would be exotic?
Well, it's not even that. It is exotic. It's a beautiful country. I've been to Iraq. I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Kuwait. I've been to Germany. I've been all over the country. I mean, I got 2 states left, and I'm all done.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a horrifying story about your childhood.
Yes.
Okay.
There's several.
Curious.
There's several.
I was just curious, but the one about you getting beat on your birthday as if it wasn't bad enough. Did you explain to your mom that an inmate shook you and held you upside down, and that's why you must have lost your house keys?
Oh, but here's the thing. I lost my house keys at least once every 3 months.
Oh, no, then you deserve a beating. Yeah, no, I understand
never said
that.
It was an undeserved beating.
Okay.
It was just a hat on hat, if you will.
Okay, fair enough. Just why, first of all, shout out to your school, your public school. Why you do that? Why you book a field trip? Because it costs the money to do this. I understand it's a cheaper field trip than going to, whatever.
Liberty Science Center, like you said.
Yeah, the Liberty. That costs us a little money. You never went to the Liberty, even as an adult?
Nope.
They don't make you take your shoes off. I'll tell you that.
Not anymore.
Well, but just getting back to this before we close this out, there's more Newark stuff. If you're Newark is the Newark Airport is the Rikers Island of international airports. Let's put it that way. So a little bit ago, we had the plane clip the light pole. Which, by the way, one time I was driving down the turnpike to a gig with my girlfriend in tow, and she goes, "That plane's flying really low. That plane's landing really low." And I go, "Would you relax? It just seems closer than it is. It's always, that thing must be 20,000 feet in the air, but it looks like it's right on top of us." And then 3 weeks later, they clipped a light pole.
And as you know, women love nothing more than telling them, "Would you relax?" Right or wrong?
Down. That fixes everything. I have found.
You're overreacting.
"Would you relax already?" I like to throw an already in there.
Oof.
Would you knock it? Would you calm down? I think that calms them right down. February, there's 2 incidents. February 2017 and 2019. Evacuations and terminal lockdowns were triggered by 2 separate security breaches, including an unruly traveler bypassing TSA and screening suspicious packages. So, I mean, that happens. It's a little wild that it happens quite a bit in Newark. All right, May. Oh, this was this year. May, a flight arriving from the Dominican Republic landed safely after the crew reported an in-flight passenger disturbance. Okay, so it landed safely. Oh.
What was the disturbance, though? Does it say?
Let me find out what the disturbance was. That is a good question, Steve.
I've been pretty lucky on flights where I have not, everybody that I've been on flights with thus far has just wanted to get off the flight. No one has been like, "I want to be a dick about this," or anger or fighting on it. It's just some screaming babies. That's about it.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to take a guess here because it's Dominican Republic, and again, I know white. I am Latino. I'm going to assume it was either about baseball or fried bananas, plantains.
Both delicious.
Both delicious. Here, May 2nd, this was not a while. An unruly passenger from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, caused a major incident. The 48-year-old male passenger allegedly attacked a flight attendant and attempted to open the forward cabin door to access the cockpit. The crew declared an emergency and requested law enforcement meet them at the gate. The plane landed safely. The detainment after the passenger was transported to a local hospital But here's the thing: they landed in Newark. They did not do an emergency landing anywhere else. Unlike the flight from to Mallorca, I guess they finished the flight. They said, "Fuck it, it's Newark. How bad could it be?"
Yeah, they knew they were going to Newark, so they're just like, just leave it.
In March 19th of 2026, so this was just 3 or 4 months ago, two jets narrowly avoided striking each other when Alaska Airlines flight was instructed to execute a go-around air traffic control because a FedEx plane had been cleared to land on the runway. So they almost smashed into a FedEx plane, which would have affected a lot of our packages.
What they need is to somehow give a jetpack to those police officers that are in in Manhattan that are always like, oh, come on, the traffic cops. You need to just get one single person in the air. Like, none of this technology. If I see a person going like, all right, you can come, you can go.
You can go forward. Not you. Okay, I could see that. I could see where that helps out. And let's not forget just the outages in general. Remember last year, they did not have enough people, apparently. A lot of these problems were related to the fact that they did not have enough people in the tower. And also, apparently,
calling out.
The tower was run from Philadelphia, even though they're in Newark. So that's a problem. So Newark International Airport, why you do that? Why are you so terrible? Why does it always happen? Why do you exist? Why are you so terrible? Why are you so mean? Why are you so dirty? Why you do that, Newark? You got to be better. And maybe next time Mallorca doesn't look so bad.
Mallorca. You want to book a trip, Harry? We'll take this on the road.
Not out of Newark. God damn.
Well, before we put a button on this, do you choose Newark often? Because we're close by.
I live in New Jersey. Yeah, it's the closest one. It's a nightmare.
So why you do that?
Because that's how bad regular traffic is to JFK from New Jersey, that I'm willing to roll the dice that an incident happens in the air and that we make it. And also, listen, here, yeah, sure, they turned around 4 hours in and it turned out to be an 8-hour flight for nothing. But some of the traffic you hit between that and checking your bags for an international flight at JFK or LaGuardia, it's worth it. It's worth it. You come out even.
Now we know why Harry does that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I do that. But yeah, so why you do that, Newark International Airport? It's a crappy airport.
So now you had something else that came across your table, your desk, with your papers.
Okay, so you're talking about the airport. Somebody had a Bluetooth. Maybe they wanted to watch some videos. I don't know. From time to time, I'll listen to some music. I like to listen to some music with the YouTube, and "Let It Be" popped up. The Beatles song, "Let It Be." I think we're all familiar. I don't know if I have to explain to you the Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles and the song "Let It Be," which was one of their greatest songs, and that's fine. And that's fine. It's a beautiful song. But then I made the mistake of going to the comment section, Steve.
Why you do that?
Why did I do that? I don't know, because I'm a glutton for punishment. Hold on. I went to the comment section, and somebody wrote, you're seeing most of the comments are, "What a beautiful song. This reminds me of my dad. My sister passed. This was her favorite song." And then someone types in Azapora 911, which I guess was the person's name. "I'm convinced Get Back could have worked if they were all in a better frame of mind for the project at the time." Are you out of your mind? Could have worked. It's one of the greatest albums of all time. What are you talking about? What more do you want?
Look, maybe this guy is a Rolling Stones fan.
Could have worked.
Could have worked. You know what? Let It Be. Not that big a deal.
I think history has determined that the Beatles are one of the greatest bands of all time. I think history has let us know that the Beatles are a success, that this album is a success. You know, I don't think we need some guy from Ronkonkoma or whatever giving his 2 cents.
He's gotta be from Long Island.
That is a very Long Island thing to do. Like, hey, it's good, but it could have been better. And then somebody, here's the other thing. Somebody, this was 2 years ago. A year later, somebody else chimes in after that. They comment on that comment. Really, they kind of got in their own way, even with all the other issues. Kind of got in their own way. The Beatles, Steve, kind of got in their own way. Even with all the other issues, they could have made it work. And then,
so they're saying that the personalities were so strong that it led to their demise. I don't think that's. They could have gone on forever. They could be the Eagles, man.
The Eagles also broke up. Every band breaks up.
Yes,
and that's fine. But I don't.
The Stones are still doing their final concert, right?
I mean, they did break up. They've broken up several times because they're so old.
Look, all I'm saying is that maybe this guy has a point. I mean, they've only estimated sold 1 billion records worldwide.
Right.
And they could have sold 2.
Well, somebody else also feels the need to chime in. This John didn't pull his weight on this album. He was not only disengaged, but he offered only a handful of songs, with Don't Let Me Down being the only offering on a level with his previous songs. So you're now criticizing the song output of John Lennon, one of the greatest musicians of all time. Again, this has been established. This is not like questionable. It's been established that this band and all the members are legendary.
Look, at this time, I'm on the side of the people. Listen to Imagine and don't roll your eyes. I dare you.
Is it hokey a little bit, or is it?
No, this is coming from a guy who beat his first wife.
Yes, but this was written after his second wife.
Got you.
And
Yoko gave him the gluck gluck, and he saw world peace. Yes,
that he was wrong on that, and I certainly. I try to separate the art from the human being. John Lennon, as a person, I'll state this, was not a great person overall. John Lennon, his personal life was not great. The fact that he abandoned his first son, Julian, pretty much. But he had another son.
He learned the drums, right? So I guess it's all good.
Well, no, Julian turned out to be he had a good run as a musician in the '80s, but just the nerve to criticize the Beatles. To just go to put your opinion. This is the problem with the internet, is that everyone has an opinion. There's a comment section and someone goes, well, I guess I should leave a comment. You know, it's like a complaint box. When you have a complaint box, people are like,
hey, chat, if you're watching this show, leave a complaint. We welcome your letters.
But not about us, about one of the greatest bands of all time.
Yes.
And then I went over to another music video, Van Halen, Hot for Teacher. I was just watching that. That comment section shut down. The comment was closed for comment. This was a 10-year-old video, which makes me wonder what happened in the comment section of the Van Halen Hot for Teacher music video that they went, we got to shut this down. We got to close it down.
It was probably someone who goes, well, maybe the power dynamics. I wish I had my glasses here. The power dynamics of teachers and students having sexual intercourse shouldn't be trivialized.
And then made fun. Yeah,
everybody's like, it's a song. You mean Diamond David Lee Roth is not somebody to be taken seriously? What?
I think it was the debate between who was the better lead singer, David Lee Roth, or Sammy Hagar, got so hot, and then I think it turned into it got political. I think
we all know it's Sammy Hagar.
You're just trolling me, and I don't appreciate that. That's
Sammy Hagar.
It's not Sammy Hagar.
It's 100% Sammy Hagar.
You're telling me you think Sammy Hagar was the better lead singer of Van Halen?
Yes.
This show might not last, man. I don't know if we can do this.
Come on.
Sammy's songs, you think those Van Halen songs are better?
Yes.
Than the Van Halen. We're talking Hot for Teacher, Jump, I forget all the songs.
Why Can't This Be Love?
That's horrible.
What?
Horrible. Van
right
Halen.
Now?
That one's all right. I don't mind that one.
Can't Stop Loving You?
I don't even know which one that is.
Pound Cake?
Pound Cake was not. Pound Cake was David Lee Roth.
I don't think so. No, Pound Cake was.
Maybe I'm wrong, but all right, we're talking ain't talking about love. Running with the Devil, Dance the Night Away, The Cradle Will Rock.
The Cradle Will
Jump,
Rock.
Panama, and then
Sure, they got the hits. That don't mean they're better songs.
No, Pound Cake is Hagar. Yeah, you're right. I was wrong on that, but I don't care because it's not a great song. Come on, I don't know. All right, see, this is why the comment section got shut down. Because this is going to ruin friendships. I'm not going to look at you the same way, Steve. I'm not going to lie.
We can all agree it's not Gary Sharon.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Poor Gary Sharon. That's the one thing.
Agree on that.
And this is the last comment section I'll leave you with because I've been exploring this. There was a video of President Obama, obviously former president, but at the time, President Obama, getting off the helicopter. I forget what they call it. It's not Air Force One, whatever.
Marine One.
So, Marine One, that's what it is, Marine One. He gets off the plane, and then he's either getting on or getting off the helicopter, and then he forgets and comes back down because he forgot to salute the soldier, the Marine, rather. Yeah. And so he goes back, salutes the Marine, he does the right thing and goes back. And then someone comments, I love the soldier smile when Obama comes back to shake his hand. And then somebody immediately goes, that's not a soldier, that's a Marine, right?
So I will say this. Marines are very particular. So that person was probably a Marine. They're so crazy that they're like, they don't say former Marine or like, how soldiers, oh yeah, I'm a former soldier, I'm a veteran, blah, 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 whatever. They just say that they're a Marine.
Once a Marine, always a Marine. The way he worded it, too. That ain't no soldier. That right there is a Marine, right?
Yep.
And then so the person commented, forgive me for my ignorance. I didn't know. I just thought a soldier was someone in one of those categories. He goes, you are correct about the definition of a soldier. But in the U.S., yada, 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 in the U.S. Armed Forces, each branch is distinguished by their uniform, occupation, and title. You wouldn't call a Marine a soldier because that's what you would call someone in the U.S. Army. We are all technically soldiers/warriors. You're not officially a warrior.
Hey, look, I was a Tiger Warrior. That was what I was. I was a Tiger Warrior.
I mean, but imagine dressing down somebody in the comment section. You wouldn't call whatever. We are all technically soldiers/warriors, but we take pride in the title of Marine. Okay, so you're wrong. They are a soldier. That person was a soldier. You admitted that technically he was a soldier, so there's no reason to reprimand this guy. And I guess somebody sarcastically wrote, "Thank you, dear."
Should have thanked him for his service.
And then I think they were doing a sarcastic thank you, like "Thank you for doing God's work." And then someone else commented, "Hey, Kevin McMillan, don't waste your time, brother. Civilians will never understand." All this started because somebody commented that how nice was it that Obama saluted a
Doesn't matter, man. There are weirdos in every single pocket of. It's not a fandom. Any secular thing, anything that I belong to that you don't, has this like weird, I gotta make a comment about it. If you're not a part of it, you just don't understand.
It's very cultish.
The military is very much like that for a lot of people, where it's just, that's all they know. I retained my ability to be a human being, but some of them people, it's just, they only hang out with veteran people. They only join veteran clubs after they're out. It's like, brother, it's over. You're like the person who goes to high school, peaks in high school, and then you're 47 wearing your frickin' Letterman jacket for when you were a tailback for JV.
Still
rocks.
Showing up to high school football games when you don't have any kids who go to the high school. Coach them. Yeah, from the stands.
Yeah. And you should have seen me. I was my high school's Deacon Jones.
Oh my God, 4 touchdowns in a single game.
Exactly.
Al Bundy style. But it's just like, why you do that? That's fine if you do that, but you're right. That is their whole life. Why you do that in the comment section? Leave the nice people alone making a nice statement. Why you got to dress down and scream at somebody?
So now, Harry, you talked about music. You talked about the comment section.
Sure. I love a good song.
Myself and you are both fans and people who have worked for years in the professional wrestling industry.
We do. One of the greatest industries in the world. Yeah.
Both of us being creatives as well have kind of fought against, or at least have various views about the usage of AI and what's appropriate to use. And
yeah.
I would like to present to you a song that meshes all of those together, and I want to figure out, why did they make this? What purpose does this have? And this is from Atomic. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a song created via AI, meaning like the singer didn't sing it, they didn't write it. Okay.
And you'll know why. Because the recently departed Hulk Hogan had no chance to sing this particular song.
Okay. All right.
And it's known as My Dick Hurts, Brother.
Wait, what?
This courtesy of P Nasty, sending this over to me. Shout out to P Nasty. Follow him on Twitch.
The picture of the album cover too is pretty good. So far, I got to be honest with you, I'm all on board with this project. 5 out of 5, no notes. Now I haven't heard the song yet, but just based on the album cover alone, I think we're gonna move a lot of units.
And this is by Hulk
Hogan.
No
pun intended by units, by the way. No pun intended.
And the Herpomaniacs. The Herpomaniacs. So enjoy the sounds of this. Let me know if you guys can hear it out there.
This is a debut. This is like back in the day when MTV would do the countdown. They would release some music video. Oh,
I know I'm bald, but I'm not Matt Pinfield.
All right, here we go.
My dick hurts, brother. It burns when I pee. I'm the greatest brother. I pee cottage cheese, piss cottage cheese.
Okay.
Soloing like crazy.
We get right into the hook, by the way. My dick hurts, brother. We wasted no time.
And pissing cottage cheese immediately.
Okay.
So bad, brother. So bad. Put me down on one knee. That bitch got the dry rock crotch. Dry rock crotch. I scream when I squeeze, brother.
This isn't Terry Bollea. This is Hulk Hogan.
This is Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Terry Bollea doesn't have gonorrhea.
He's got the thermos cock. I don't know why Magic Johnson caught a stray there.
Yeah. A lot of guitar solos in this.
Yeah. Well, you have to fill when your premise is weak, you have to fill a lot of time.
I mean, wow, this is a long guitar break. I need an ejection, brother. That hook makes no sense. Okay.
So,
wow.
I asked the internet, why you do that?
Yeah, why
you make this?
How do people have the time to do this? Like, you and I are trying to do this show. We're trying to figure out our lives, pay rent. I'm trying to do I barely have time to do anything. I barely have time to talk to my mom. It takes effort. Somebody writing nope, they weren't a fan, I guess. You know, just wrote nope.
Nope.
Comment. I think this should be played next time they have one of those congressional hearings about the dangers of AI and whether or not we should be opening these data centers. I would love if one senator submits into evidence the entire track, My Dick Hurts, Brother.
This right here, this is why we can't have clean water. This is 40 cases of Poland Spring.
To make My Dick Hurts, Brother with Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
We're killing the planet slowly and replacing jobs all so somebody can make My Dick Hurts, Brother.
Again, look, not just Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan and the Herpomaniacs. Let's be fair.
The Herpomaniacs never even get... never even get mentioned. This artist who put the art, I guess I'm going to call him an artist.
Atomic Wax, yes.
Did they produce any other music, any other things?
I think this is like his thing.
His debut project?
Because there's another one here, if you want to sample that. I think it's Cookie Monster. Give me that fucking cookie, brother. Maybe it's Hulk,
we could
Hulk
do a
Hogan?
little bit of that.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit.
Nope, Hulk Hogan's there.
Fucking cookie, brother. I want your cookie, brother.
Okay.
Cookie.
All right.
So this is the kind of stuff that we are literally destroying the planet to make.
Yeah, to make this. By the way, I am concerned that we will get taken down for a copyright strike. I mean, the irony, if we get a notice from YouTube saying you cannot air this, because
all credit goes to Atomic Wax. There we go. That's how it works.
We're giving him credit, but and the Hulk, the Herpomaniacs.
Herpomaniacs, indeed.
Okay,
they got to get their cut. They got to get their taste.
Nah, Hulk Hogan's not sharing with the Herpomaniacs. You know that Brutus the Barber Beefcake's in the Herpomaniacs. It's him and Jimmy Hart.
He's the sax guy.
Oh my God.
He's got to play the sax. But why you do that?
Why you do that? Why did you take the time out of your day? I don't care if it took 5 minutes. There was something better you could have done.
Anything. I can't think of anything that would. To your point, I got a lot of shit to do, and I'm avoiding a good chunk of that. So you would think that this person has a lot of things to do and a chunk of things that they're avoiding, and then they choose to avoid all of it to do this.
In all fairness, the person who produced My Dick Hurts Brother probably is not paying their taxes or doesn't have a meeting with their accountant or their financial advisor to figure out if they should open a Roth IRA.
Probably not. But I will say the bravery of them, their comment section is not closed. So
it's
good on
not
them.
Close. What are the? Can we check out since we talked about the comment section? Would you mind giving us? Is there anything?
So from Steve Pooch, clicking this is the greatest life choice I've ever made.
Okay. And this is for the Cookie
cookies.
Monster one.
Yes. Journeyman X. No cookies until after dinner. That don't work for me, brother.
Okay, that sounds like something Hulk would say.
What you gonna do when the Hulkster comes for your cookies?
Okay, that's all right. So these are fans. Can we get to the comment section of My Dick Hurts Brother? I'm curious what people feel about that. Because I feel like we're getting a lot of love for the Cookie Monster, and rightfully so.
This one from user NX3ounce 1V2Q. Got to say the whole thing. It's like Tribe Called Quest.
That's a lot.
Reminds me of Aretha Franklin.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Let's see. That was the Hulkster's Metallica audition tape. I mean,
that's
remember?
the one where when Hulk Hogan claimed that Metallica asked him to play bass to replace.
Oh yeah. Apparently, he was a really good bass player, but I don't think
according to who
happened.
though. Wait a minute. Apparently to who? We know he played bass and he played in a band, but he was like.
Did you watch that Netflix documentary?
I watched the documentary, and sadly,
they
I
mentioned
think
his bass play.
Sadly, this came out after the documentary, so it didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, Steve, I think there's the logo's up in the top right corner. Is that correct on me?
Yeah, it's all shifting around every time you do stuff.
That's fine. Yeah, sadly, this did not make the cut, and well, this is as good or as terrible as with the time Hulk Hogan did sing a song where he Hulkster's in heaven. So it's just as bad. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, we're destroying the planet to make
make this.
My Dick Hurts Brother.
Well, it could be worse. It could be worse.
Okay.
You could want to go out and have a wonderful evening with your loved one, say. You might want to, go out to dinner. You might want to. What's your choices when you go out to dinner?
I mean,
what do you like to do?
Style of food.
Where do you
I
go?
either go to maybe a nice Italian restaurant, either a local place, or sometimes I like going to like a TGI Fridays. It's fun. It's the food is inexpensive, but it's delicious. Maybe if with my girlfriend, a nice romantic kind of locale. Maybe Chinese food, but a fancier one if you're going to eat in.
Now, one of the it's crazy you bring up that because now one of the hottest trends is to do a hot pot restaurant. You ever been to one of those hot pot
restaurants? I have been to a hot pot restaurant, usually either Korean or maybe Chinese as well.
Chinese,
but I've done a couple Korean hot pot. That's the one where they put the stove on your table or whatever. There's a big old pot there, and then you can go around and grab the ingredients yourself and make your own style of soup or stew. Correct?
Well, some employees at China's biggest restaurant chain was making their own stew in a different way, because they've had to compensate thousands of customers after footage emerged of a patron peeing into a vat of its simmering hot pot. The Haido Leo chain admitted that 2 men urinated into a cauldron.
2 men? Wait, hold on. 2?
Yes.
Wait, at the same time, are these 2 separate incidences?
Nope.
At the same
2
time?
Men at the same time, pissing into what they called a cauldron of its beloved broth.
Well, beloved is subjective, but I mean, whatever. I'll allow it for the time being.
But the fact that they called it a cauldron, just there's one witch stirring while 2 guys are pissing in it.
I mean, maybe they were trying to do one of those witches' curses or whatever, lift a curse or something, and it involved peeing into it together. Just the fact that you have another friend. I mean, that's friendship, I would assume, where you could be like, hey, man, I'm going to piss in this pot. And you're like, hey, I got your back, bro. I'm not going to let you do this alone. What?
You never cross streams, though. We learned that. This was in Shanghai after a late night dinner. They were 2 17-year-olds.
Okay.
And they were held by police. Disgusted customers wondered if they had been serving up the seeming stew for a while. The chain confessed that it had no contingency plan for dealing with this type of incident, so staff were unable to detect any abnormalities.
Well, yes, I don't think they should have had I would be very concerned if they did have a contingency plan during or during one of those training videos. Like, okay, here's what to do when the customers, not if the customers urinate in the pot. Okay, they had no contingency. Why did they have? They did not need to announce that they had no contingency plan, believe it or not.
But if you have a cauldron, sex cauldron or otherwise, why would you not have somebody watching it? Why would you not have somebody monitoring the cauldron?
I guess they will going forward, and this, maybe all of China will, hey, guard your food.
These kids are job creators. They're stimulating the economy. Now there is a new profession.
Well, on top of that, though, because this is China, I assume that these 2 are going to be executed for this.
Yes, they're probably,
they do not tolerate that type of behavior.
Just imagine, though, your boss comes up to you and is, I got a new task for you. I need you to check the cauldron for piss.
How would you even go about
strip.
that?
Yeah. Maybe they got one of those strips. Yeah. Little paper.
Like a pregnancy test or whatever. Nope. It's
this soup is pregnant.
Yeah. No urine. We're good to go. And now they got to put up a sign, once they, urine free. Now urine free.
Yes, now urine free. I wonder, do they have food ratings? Like, how outside you have the safety ratings where this restaurant is an A, a B, a C.
We have those here in this. Do they have those around the country? I guess
China's. This place would be P, obviously. You have to give the letter P. Come on.
That's a long way to go, but I'll allow it. It's technically correct. Why? I mean, why did they explain why they did it?
Nope.
Why were they just like?
They just
were
wanted
they
to do it.
Angry or they're 17? It's weird that the age kind of changes my perspective on why they did it. Because if it was a grown man who did it, I would assume that they were pissed off at the staff
Angry
or
at something, yeah.
Or that they worked at the restaurant and they were a customer, or they hated the customers, which does happen here occasionally, just not.
Sure, they stab you over a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
That happens quite a bit. But because they were 17, I assume there was some type of prank that they were trying to get
Chinese jackass?
Yeah, Chinese jackass or TikTok. Yeah, Chinese jackass would be great.
I would love it.
But
is there anything that you did at 17 like that, where it was just like, I just did it to do it? I've never done anything when it comes to other people's food. That's one of the major no-goes for me. I don't want my food fucked with, so I'll never fuck with somebody's food.
I don't fuck with food. Listen, I was more of a goody two-shoes and a nerd, so I don't think I ever I'm trying to think of what I certainly wouldn't have messed with food. I'd never do that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think what I did to let somebody. I mean, there were definitely a bunch of things I did more as an adult at work where I go, I could correct this, but I'm not going to. You guys need to learn. Need to learn your lesson. Did you? I mean, what
teach you?
Yeah, what pranks did you do when you were a kid?
One that carry over later into the military that I would do is put icy hot on someone's jock strap.
Oh Jesus! Now why?
Yeah.
Out of anger or just to see?
Oh, if someone pissed me off, or you put the Gold Bond medicated foot powder in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You piss me off. You do something dumb. You mess with somebody I know.
Okay, and then that's
the
justice. That's the justice.
Yeah.
I would say this: you could put, now that you mentioned all the things you put into the jock strap, pretty much anything you put into any foreign object really interferes. Any powder. I'm trying to think of a powder that wouldn't bother you. Baby powder, maybe, but
baby powder. You should baby powder your nether regions anyway. But they probably thought that that's what that was when I put it in there, and then they put it on, and then no bueno. Never leave your jock strap unaccompanied, my friends. You never know.
Why did you were in the military, not on sports team? Why did they have jock straps?
Depends on what you were doing. Sometimes if you were doing pugil, or I would just put it in the military. You had military issued underwear that you were supposed to wear, and they were brown tidy whities, so tidy brownies, because it matched our uniforms at the time. You just slather a bunch in there, and then there you go. You do icy hot. You do Gold Bond powder.
This seems like the same thing you do at a Rikers prison.
That's where I learned it.
Okay.
That's where I learned it.
You learned to put razor blades in your mouth, and I guess they didn't have access to it.
That I did learn how to do, and I can do it. I won't do it anymore.
Have you ever had a need to do it?
Just for a party trick.
Okay.
Yeah, party trick.
Oh my goodness.
Just pull it out. Or if you get really good, you could do it with your tongue. It just like sits in the lining of your mouth.
But it's a razor blade.
Yeah.
It's a razor blade, but it doesn't. How does it not cut your mouth?
It does.
Oh.
But not too bad. You just kind of stick it in there.
Listen, any kids watching, which you shouldn't be. Number one, don't put razor blades in your mouth. Number two, don't pee in any pots whatsoever.
If you do it safely. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, please wear a condom.
I can't advocate for that.
God, that's so true. Imagine you find that out. What the hell happens when you find out, like you read it in the paper, you're like, we just ate there. Oh my God. We just.
If you're in a relationship and you're the person that picked that place, you lose the fight. You lose the fight instantly.
Especially if she wanted to go somewhere else. If she's like, I wanted Italian food, but you insisted on.
Then why didn't you say so?
Yeah.
They don't say that they want to go anywhere. They're just like, I don't. It doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
you let me pick. Oh my God, how terrible. Yeah, messing with people's. That's also. By the way, that's also the reason I don't like criticizing the waitstaff or dealing like anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to send food back.
No.
Like, hey, you overcooked this, you undercooked this. I don't want any of that.
Generally speaking, I don't mess with that either. I don't mess around when it comes to, because that is a hard, thankless job to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you're just putting food that you want to eat in front of them, like.
If you're one of those Karens just screaming at the top of your lungs about the coffee or the wrong burger or something, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, just eat it.
What do you think is gonna happen? Like when they send it to the back. What do you think is gonna happen? Oh,
just be overly nice, and if you plan on repeat business there, if you plan on going back there, leave a decent tip.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't. That reminds me of like my dad. My dad would scream and yell at these like the customer service people. First of all, he put it on speakerphone because he was an asshole and didn't care that he was annoying other people, and like when I would be there trying to eat breakfast at his house for a minute.
Yeah, if you're on speakerphone in front of people, you should not be allowed to have a phone.
You're just an asshole. And then he would scream at them. He'd just yell at the customer service people. First of all, as if they're the one who make the policies of this Capital One or whatever. And then, like, that was going to help him get anything done. Like like that was going to help them get to the next level. Oh, sure, no problem. So now that you've yelled at me and inconvenienced my day, I'm going to help this move forward. What is the thought process behind it? God,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know why people do that. Yeah,
I don't know why you do that. Well, I think we've covered the world. We went all the way to China. We went to Mallorca, Rikers
our favorite
Island,
vacation destination.
Mallorca, out of Newark, and Riker. So we've been all over the world, Steve. I think we did it. I think we found out. Yeah, we traveled all over the world and asked why you do that, everybody. Why? And just know that's not only in America.
It's not only in America. We're international now. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube.
Yeah. What is this now? Our outro. Ooh, this got a lot darker.
Oh yeah, this is the Van Hagar version. We'll see you guys when we see you. Check out our social media. The name might change.
We might. We don't know yet. Like and subscribe. Either way, just like and subscribe. Click that little bell so you get the notification. Leave a nice comment. Not like these crappy comments in the comment section.
Or tell us how much you don't like the Beatles, or whether you're a Van Hagar or a David Lee Roth person. Either way, why you do that?
My dick hurts, brother. My dick hurts, brother.
Yeah, I've got chlamydia.